reaction. So we'll continue with the redox reaction lesson. So redox reaction lesson will be getting over by today. Okay, so only one left out portions in the redox reaction, that is balancing of redox reactions. All other topics we have completed, isn't it? So what are the topics that we have seen so far in our previous classes? Redox reaction lesson. First we studied what is meant by redox reaction, what is meant by oxidation reaction, what is meant by reduction reaction, the oxidation reaction, reduction reaction definitions we studied, and under each definitions various examples we have studied, isn't it? And then what is meant by oxidation number or oxidation state, how it should be calculated, that we have seen, and what is meant by Stokes notation, how to write the Stokes notation we have seen, and different types of redox reactions. What are the different types of redox reactions, sir? 4 different types of redox reactions: combination reaction, decomposition reaction, then we studied the displacement reaction, and the displacement reactions like metal displacement reaction we have, other than the non-metal displacement reactions we have seen, disproportionation reaction, which is very important, I am told. So disproportionation reactions. So till that we have studied, isn't it? And the last one is balancing of redox reactions. What we have to study is balancing of redox reactions. We will see now the balancing of redox reaction. What is the topic today? Balancing. Listen carefully. Balancing of redox reaction. So under the balancing of redox reactions, there are 2 methods for balancing the redox reaction. So the first method of balancing the redox reaction is oxidation number method. Oxidation. In a simplified way, I am going to teach you. Okay, oxidation number method or oxidation state method. Second method, what we have is off reaction method. Off reaction. What is this off reaction? What is off reaction? Redox reaction. The redox reaction is a complete reaction. It is complete, full-fledged reaction. It is a complete reaction. So this redox reaction will be having what? Oxidation reaction, reduction reaction. It will be having oxidation and redox reduction reaction. Oxidation and reduction reaction. This oxidation and reduction together is called as the redox reaction. Oxidation and reduction, if it is going to take place simultaneously in a single reaction, then that reaction is called as a redox reaction. So now this oxidation is a off reaction. This redox reaction is an off reaction. So when this off and off combines, then we can call it as the redox reaction. Appo the off balance pannudu, appo the off balance pannudu. So off reaction, first off reaction is oxidation reaction, second off reaction is redox reaction. Adu off reactions, which is mentioned in the redox reaction. So we have 2 methods. One we have oxidation number method, the other one is off reaction method. Now we will see the reactions. Okay, now we will start with today we will be seeing both the methods, how to balance the oxidation reaction. First we will start with oxidation number method. Listen carefully. So oxidation number method. First we will take down the equation. What is the equation we have to write this? That the question is this is what the question. MnO4 minus plus SO3 2 minus gives Mn2 plus SO4 2 minus. So by the question they have given you the equation. Now what we have to do, we have to balance. In the 5 steps we have to balance this equation by the oxidation number method. Okay, now the question has been given and it has to be balanced in terms of oxidation number. Now we will go ahead. So now balancing answer. The first step. Finding out What is the first step? We have to find out or finding out the oxidation number. So we have to find out the oxidation number for the reactants as well as for the products. Okay. Now first for the reactants we will carry for the reactants. What are the reactants we have? First reactant is MnO4 minus. So Mn is a central metal atom. So we have to find out the oxidation state for Mn, isn't it? So then we have to take as X. Oxygen oxidation level is -2. In the previous class I told you. Into how many times? 4 times. Will be equal to -1 is the charge. So therefore it becomes X -8 is equal to -1. So X will be equal to -1 plus 8. So therefore X is equal to +7. So X is equal to +7 will be the charge of the manganese. So what we can write? So the Mn, the charge will be equal to +7, which we got for the first reactant. Now what is the second reactant? The second reactant which we have is the SO3 2 minus. Isn't it? SO3 2 minus. Now what will happen? Sulfur only we have to find out. So it becomes X -2 for oxygen. It is -2 into 3 is equal to the overall charge of the radical given, that is -2. So therefore X -236 is equal to -2. So X will be equal to -2. This on this side it becomes +6. So X will be equal to +4. So for sulfur it is +4. Sulfur in SO3 2 minus, the oxidation state is +4. Now we have to go for what? On the product side. So now the second is for the products. For the products. What are the products? We have the products are Mn2 plus. Yeah. Already for Mn2 plus in a oxidation state. So for this we cannot calculate. We don't need to calculate. So it becomes +2. Now what is this? This is first one. What is the second one? SO4 2 minus sulfur we have to identify. So SO4 2 minus. So then what will happen? SO4 2 minus. So sulfur we have to find out. It becomes X -2 into 4 will be equal to -2. So therefore X minus 2 4s are 8, isn't it? So X minus 2 into 4 8 will be equal to -2. So X will be equal to -2 plus 8. So X is equal to +6. So for sulfur it becomes +6. Sulfur in SO4 2 minus it becomes +6. Now I got the oxidation numbers for both the reactants as well as the products. So now what I have to do is, after writing this one, after finding out the oxidation number, I have to go for writing the equation. What is that equation? So shall I write it here? That is MnO4 question. MnO4 minus plus SO3 2 minus gives, or otherwise we leave some space and write. We'll leave some space. Oxidation reduction coupled it will be difficult. So that is MnO4 minus plus SO3 2 minus aqueous state, gaseous ionic state aqueous state Mn2 plus SO4 2 minus. So now what will happen? What is the oxidation state of manganese? For manganese oxidation state is +7. So here it becomes +7. Correct. For sulfur in SO3 2 minus is +4. Then for manganese Mn2 plus, already they have given, that is +2 oxidation state. For SO4 plus sulfur is +6 oxidation state. Now the oxidation states we got, isn't it? Now we have to write which is undergoing oxidation, which is undergoing reduction. So here Mn +7, Mn is +2. So what is happening here? Here there is decrease in the number of electrons, isn't it? +7 and +2. Appa electron number decrease So there is decrease in electron. That means it has gained the electron. Mn +7 has gained the electron. So then it becomes +2. So gain of sulfur zinc plus 4 2 plus 6. So here what has happened? Here loss of electron has taken place. Loss of electron has taken place. Loss of electron, that shows what? Increase in the number of electron. Here there is decrease in the number of electron, that is reduction. So loss of electron we are calling it as what? We are calling it as oxidation. So reduction and oxidation has taken place, both. அப்ப பாரு, oxidation reaction ஒரு reaction, ஒரு step. Reduction reaction ஒரு step. அப்ப இது ஒரு off cell, இது ஒரு off reaction, this is another off reaction. So then we got what? The redox couple, or otherwise we got the redox reactions. Have you understood the first step? What is the first step? Finding out the oxidation number for the reaction. So we got the oxidation numbers, and based on the oxidation number, have listed the redox couple as well as the redox reaction. Oxidation of couple I have written. For reduction of couple also I have mentioned the reaction. This is the step 1. Now coming to step 2. Now we have to go for step 2. Now in case of step 2, we have to balance in terms of electrons. So now what we have to do? We have to balance the reaction in terms of electrons. So let me write there, balancing the reaction in terms of electrons. Balancing the reaction in terms of electrons. What is the reaction? Again we will write the reaction. That is MnO4 2 minus plus SO3 2 minus gives Mn2 plus SO4 2 minus. Now what is oxidation state? Here it is plus 7, here it becomes plus 4, here it becomes plus 2, here it becomes plus 6 oxidation state. Now we have to balance separately. First we will write for oxidation. First we will take for the oxidation. So for oxidation, what is the difference here? Here it is plus 4 and here it is plus 6. So what is the difference in the number of electrons? It becomes plus 2. Difference in the number of electrons is plus 2. For reduction we will write down. For reduction, can you understand? Listen carefully how I am writing. For reduction, what is the difference in the number of electrons? Number of electrons gained and number of electrons lost. The difference in the number of electrons will be, here it is plus 7, here it is plus 2. So difference between that is plus 5. Plus 2 and plus 5. Correct? So what is this written? This is nothing but difference in the number of electrons on the LHS and RHS, both sides. Difference in the electrons have been done. Now from this we can identify it is not balanced. Rule in there, number of the oxidation should be equal to reduction. Number of electrons lost should be equal. எவ்வளவு electrons இது கொடுத்தோ அவ்வளவு electrons இது gain பண்ணணும். ஆனா இப்ப பாரு oxidation number of electrons எவ்வளவு கொடுக்குறீங்க? 2 electron கொடுக்குது. ஆனா இது எவ்வளவு electron gain பண்ணுது? 5 electrons gain பண்ணுது. இப்போ இதுல இருந்து என்ன தெரியுது? It is imbalanced. The reaction is imbalanced. For second step, the reaction is not balanced என்றதை நம்ம கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். So நான் என்ன பண்ணணும்? Oxidation எவ்வளவு electrons கொடுக்குதோ that should be equal to the number of electrons gained. Oxidation is equal to reduction. அப்ப I have to go for balancing. So this shows the reaction is unbalanced. This shows reaction is unbalanced, skeleton, or otherwise it is unbalanced in our reaction. Unbalanced or imbalanced, whatsoever it is, potential. So now what we can do in order to balance in terms of electrons, I can multiply this oxidation. So what I can do? I can multiply oxidation reaction அதே மாதிரி multiplying what multiplying the reduction reaction into 2. So here into 2, here into 5. அதுதான் நான் எப்படி போட்டு காமிச்சிருக்கேன். So overall reaction now we will see now. So reduction, which is reduction MnO4. So again write the equation so that you can understand. That is MnO4 minus plus SO3 2 minus gives Mn2 plus SO4 2 minus. இதெல்லாம் reaction கொடுத்துருக்கு. This is how the reaction happens. இப்ப நான் oxidation எதனா oxidation SO3 2 minus and SO4 2 minus னு oxidation போடுறோம். Oxidation SO3 2 minus and SO4 2 minus is oxidation. அப்ப oxidation எல்லாம் என்ன செய்யணும்? I have to multiply oxidation எல்லாம் into 5. So therefore it becomes into 5 and this becomes 5 into. Reduction reactions எல்லாம் எல்லாம் multiply பண்ணனும். Reductions எல்லாம் into 2. அத into 2. So here it becomes 2 times, here it becomes 2 times. Okay, so this is step 2. What are 5 steps சொல்லிருக்கேன். Step 2. Now coming to step 3. Now write the step 3. Balance in terms of oxygen. We have to balance in terms of oxygen. So what is the reaction? Shall we write the reaction again? So what is that? 2MnO4 minus plus 5 into SO3 2 minus is 2 into Mn2 plus 5 into SO4 2 minus. This is the overall reaction. Now you see the number of oxygen, reactant and product. Here oxygen 2 into 4, 8 oxygen is present. Isn't it? 8 oxygen is present. Here 5 3, 15 oxygen. So altogether how many here? 23 oxygen on the reactant side. Product side will take 5 4s are 20. Here no oxygen. Here only oxygen. 5 into 4, 20 oxygen is present. Isn't it? Here how many? 20 oxygen is present. So now see. So now you see the difference. 20 oxygen is present here. Here 23 oxygen is present. Correct? So there is a deficit in the number of oxygen on the product side. Product side la 3 oxygen deficit correct ipo na enna seiyum product side la 3 oxygen deficit irukradhanaala now I am going to balance by adding the water molecule. So for that should be balanced. So balance sing the above equation by adding water. By adding water. So now what will happen? To write it down the reaction again. What is the reaction? 2MnO4 minus plus 5SO3 2 minus gives 2Mn space further gives 2Mn2 plus 5SO4 2 minus. This is overall reaction. Like enna seiyum product side la 3 oxygen deficit. So I am going to add here how many molecules of oxygen? 3. And water now 3 molecules of water I add panna. Ipo 3 molecules of water I have added here. How many molecules? 3 molecules of water. Appo 3 oxygen consists. Appo oxygen balance answer by 5 4s are 20, 20 plus 3, 23 oxygen. Here 2 4s are 8 oxygen, 5 3s are 15. So 8 plus 15 hydrogen balance ஆகல. இங்க ஹைட்ரஜனே இல்ல. அதனால 3 into 2 6 hydrogen is present. அப்ப அடுத்த ஸ்டெப் நான் என்ன பண்ணனும்? Have to balance in terms of hydrogen. Have to balance in terms of what? Have to balance in terms of hydrogen. நல்லா ஃபாலோ பண்ணிட்டே வரணும் அப்பதான் புரியும். Balancing. So step 4. Balancing in terms of hydrogen. So what is the overall reaction we have now? Overall reaction is 2MnO4 minus plus 5SO3 2 minus gives 2Mn2 plus 5SO4 2 minus plus 3H2O. The overall reaction இப்ப நமக்கு கிடைச்சது. இப்ப நான் என்ன பண்ணனும்? ஹைட்ரஜன் பேலன்ஸ் பண்ணனும். How many hydrogen is present here? 3 into 2 6 hydrogen is present. So here I am going to add 6H plus. 6H plus. Here 3 into 2 6H. So this is considered as the overall reaction. Overall equation that is 2MnO4 minus plus 5SO3 2 minus plus 6H plus okay. So overall reaction is 2MnO4 minus plus 5SO3 2 minus it should be and plus 6H plus and Mn2 plus 5SO4 2 minus, isn't it? So this is the overall equation. This is for balancing in terms of hydrogen. So oxygen is 23, hydrogen here 6. So now I am adding 6H plus. So then the overall equation balancing in terms of hydrogen here I am again. So on the product side, six hydrogen is present. So now on the reactant side, number of hydrogen will be 0 hydrogen. So now what I am doing? So adding 6H plus. So the equation has been balanced. In the 6H plus in the form of 3H2O and 6H plus is present. Okay. So this is for balancing the redox reaction in terms of oxidation number method. Again we will revise one. So Munoro's method or first we will revise this oxidation number method. The first method for balancing the redox reaction. So what is the equation question? MnO4 minus in the upper stage combines with SO3 2 minus in the upper state, giving rise to the formation of Mn2 plus in the upper state plus SO4 2 minus in the upper state. Isn't it? Now, what are all the steps? First, we have to find out the oxidation number. Second step, balancing in terms of electron. Third step, balancing in terms of oxygen. Fourth step, balancing in terms of hydrogen. And finally, writing the overall equation. So now, if you check equal oxygen correct hydrogen correct number of electrons also will be more or less equal. You will be getting the same number of electrons. Okay. Now here you see the equation finding out the oxidation number. So model reactants the reactants oxidation number MnO4 reactant SO3 2 minus products Mn2 plus and SO4 2 minus we got the various oxidation number for the metals, isn't it? And then step 2, balancing the reaction in terms of electrons can have done. So balancing in terms of electrons can happen. Actually oxidation reaction couples frame பண்ண பிறகு number of electrons எவ்வளவு இருக்கு reactant side product side oxidation எவ்வளவு reduction எவ்வளவு here for oxidation it is +2 for reduction it is +5 the difference how I am calculating the difference in the number of electrons on the LHS and RHS. So manganese is the reduction for reduction +7 and it balancing in terms of oxygen. Here 8 and we have 15. So 23 oxygen is present on the reactant side, whereas on the product side 20 oxygen is present. So therefore there is a deficit in the number of oxygen on the product side. How many number of oxygen atoms are deficit? 3 oxygen atoms. Here 23, here it is 20. So 3 oxygen atoms are deficit. So what I have to do? I have to balance the above equation on the product side by adding 3H2O. So then oxygen now it will be balanced. You know, you get 23 oxygen, here also 5 for 20 plus 3 oxygen, it becomes 23. So oxygen is balanced. Whereas hydrogen now it is imbalanced. Reactor and product side will take, the hydrogen will be imbalanced. So since hydrogen is imbalanced, how many hydrogen? 6 hydrogen is present on the product side. Reactant side there is no hydrogen. So again, I have to balancing the equation in terms of hydrogen ion. So therefore, the reaction becomes, so you get 6 hydrogen. Here I have to add 6H+. So product side there, 6 hydrogen in excess it is present because of adding 3 molecules of water. On the reactant side, there is 0 hydrogen. You can remember 0 hydrogen. Here it is 6 hydrogen. 0 hydrogen. So therefore, I have to balance it by adding 6H+. So that 6H+ will make hydrogen. So this is the overall equation. In the reaction, this is correct. This is wrong. So in the equation, the balance for the oxidation number method, I brought it here like this. Is it clear? So this is oxidation number method. Now we pass it on to the next one, that is the next one is off reaction method. Okay. So for off reaction method, balancing by the second method, that is off. Now off oxidation method we follow off reaction method we don't follow. But anyway, it is there in your syllabus, so you have to learn off reaction method. So example equation which they have given is Cr2O7 Cr2O7 oxidation state is 2 minus plus Cl minus. It gives us the formation of Cr3 plus Cl. Cr2O7 2 minus plus Cl minus. It gives rise to the formation of Cr3 plus Cl2. So now for the chromium we must know the oxidation state number of oxidation state for chromium will be plus 6 and for chlorine it is minus 1. And here already they have given plus 3 oxidation state. Chlorine minus 1 oxidation state. These are the elemental state, gaseous state. So oxidation state will be 0 oxidation state. We need not consider. Okay. Now oxidation numbers we have identified. First step, finding out the oxidation number. Now coming to the second step. What is the second step? We have to write the reduction and oxidation reactions separately. You have to write what? Reduction and oxidation reaction separately. First, the overall reaction will be what is the overall reaction we have? The overall reactions will be, that is Cr2O7 2 minus plus Cl minus. It gives Cr3 plus Cl2. So here it is 0 oxidation state, here it is plus 3 oxidation state, here it is minus 1 oxidation state, here it is plus 6 oxidation state. Now you see Cr2O7. The other method if the Cr2O7 chromium will take plus 6, here it is plus 3 oxidation state. So what has happened? There is decrease in the number of electrons. So here chlorine will take minus 1. Here it becomes 0 oxidation state. Here it is 0 oxidation state. Here it is minus 1 and there is 0. So increase in the number of electrons. Here plus 6 to plus 3. Decrease in the number of electrons. Whenever there is decrease in the electron, that shows there is a gain of electrons. When there is a gain of electron, that shows it is reduction. When there is a loss of electron, then that shows there is oxidation. Increase in the number of electrons. That shows what? There is loss of electrons. Okay. So now reduction and the oxidation reaction we have to write separately. Now we will write separately. We have written oxidation ஒரே couple reaction நம்ம எழுதிட்டோம். இப்போ தனித்தனியா we will write. Separately we will write. For first, for the oxidation reaction. What is the oxidation reaction? Then oxidation protocol, that is Cl minus becomes Cl2. What is the next? Cl minus becomes Cl2, that is oxidation. Now we will write the reduction reaction. Let's write the reduction reaction. So what is the reduction reaction? Reduction reaction is Cr2O7 2 minus becomes Cr3 plus. Correct? So this is oxidation. Cl minus gives Cl2. Reduction reaction is Cr2O7 2 minus and give rise to the formation of Cr3 plus. Okay. Now, so second step is over. Now coming to the third step. Step 3. Step 1 is finding out the oxidation number. This is step 1 and this is step 2. Now we are writing step 3. Step 3, balancing oxidation, balancing the oxidation and reduction reactions other than oxygen and hydrogen. So we should not consider now oxygen and the hydrogen values. Rather, we have to consider only other than the oxygen and hydrogen, we have to balance the equation. So like that, when we balance the equation, what will happen? You see, for the reduction and for oxidation, we will see what will happen here. For first, for oxidation, we will write for oxidation, isn't it? For the oxidation. What is the equation we obtain for oxidation? Cl minus gives Cl. When I balance பண்ணனும் இங்க என்ன Cl இருக்கு 2Cl. இங்க என்ன இருக்கு ஒரு Cl minus. So now what I can do? I can add 2 here. Now it is balanced. So now it is balanced. அதுதான் oxygen hydrogen balance பண்ணாம balance பண்ணக்கூடியது தான் third step. Now we write for what? We can write for the reduction reaction. We can write for what? We can write for the reduction reaction. Our reduction reaction is, what is the equation we have? That is Cr2O7, that is 2 minus gives, what is it? Cr3 plus. How many Cr? Here 2 Cr. Here how many Cr? Only 1. So now I can write 2 here. So that it is balanced. Here Cr2, here Cr. Oxygen balance panna kuda. Other than oxygen and hydrogen எழுதியாச்சு. Oxygen பத்தி consider பண்ண கூடாது. Only chromium we have to consider that it has been balanced. ரெண்டுத்தையும் நான் balance பண்ணிட்டேனா? So balanced. Now next step we will go. So oxidation reduction நம்ம balance பண்ணியாச்சு. Now we will take only the reduction. Third step is over. Now coming to the fourth step. You take only the reduction reaction and the reduction reaction you balance it in terms of oxygen now. Balance it in terms of oxygen. Oxidation oxygen இல்ல பிரச்சனை கிடையாது. ஆனா இங்கே மட்டும் தான் oxygen present ஆயிருக்கு. அப்ப oxygen balance பண்ணனும். அது that becomes step 4. So now step 4. Balance only oxygen, balance with oxygen only to the reduction reaction. ஏன் only two reduction reaction எழுதுறோம்? ஏன்னா reduction reactionல தான் oxygen present ஆயிருக்கு. Oxidation oxygen இல்ல, so we did not bother. So reduction reaction. So now again you take out the reaction. What is that? Cr2O7 2 minus gives 2Cr3 plus. So how many oxygen is present? 7 oxygen is present. So what I can do? I can add. So since 7 oxygen is present on where it is present? On the reactant side. So to balance, adding what? 7 molecules of water. So the equation becomes, what will be the equation? Cr2O7 2 minus gives 2Cr3 plus 7 molecules of water. Correct? Now step 5. The 7 molecules of water plus 7 oxygen, this 7 oxygen. If hydrogen mismatch hydrogen. So step 5, balance the hydrogen. So balancing the hydrogen. Now balancing the hydrogen, 7 2s are 14 hydrogen. In a hydrogen is so 14 H plus should come here. So overall reaction, what will happen? That is Cr2O7 2 minus plus 14 H plus gives 2Cr3 plus 7 molecules of water. Okay, this is step 5, balancing the hydrogen. Cr2O7 plus 14H plus gives 2Cr3 plus 7 molecules of water. Next step, we have to calculate the charges. So charge calculation is step 6. This is a lengthy step. This is 7-8 steps of reaction method. Calculating on the charges. Right. Calculating in terms of electrons. Step 6. Balancing in terms of electrons. Balancing in terms of electrons. So what will happen? First for oxidation, oxidation in here. So that is 2Cl minus gives Cl2. Electron has missed. 2 electron has been lost. Loss of electron. Yeah, electron 2 electrons has been lost. If next what we have in the reaction, Cr2O7 2 minus plus 14H plus gives 2Cr3 plus 7H2 more. Yeah, that reaction we will write it here now. Second reaction. So this is equation 1. Next reaction is this is okay. This we need not do anything in terms of electrons. This we need not do anything. Now we go for this reaction, that is Cr2O7 2 minus plus 14H plus gives 2Cr3 plus 7H2. The charges are calculated. Here Cr2O7, here it becomes 2 minus, so minus 2 is present. Here how many? Plus 14 is present. 2 3s are plus 6 is present on this. Water molecule consider charge neutral molecule. So here what will happen? Plus, when you substitute you will be getting plus 12. Here plus 6. So again it is imbalance. And a balance money out. So to balance the charge, to balance charge, add 6 electrons on the reactant side. On the reactant side. On the reactant side. What will happen there? So 6 electrons on the reactant side we are going to add. What will happen now? Cr2, I'm writing it here. Cr2O7, 2 minus plus 14H plus. I am சொல்லிருக்கேன் reactant side நான் 6 electrons has to be added. Other add பண்ணிடு plus 6 electrons gives. What will be the product? Same product we will replicate. That is 2Cr3 plus 7H2O. கிடைச்சிருச்சா? இப்ப substitute பண்ணு. Cr2O7 இங்க போட்டுங்க. Cr2O7 2 should come here, no? Okay. இப்ப பாரு. So what is the charge? Cr2O7 க்கு -2. இங்க எவ்வளவு நம்ம கால்குலேட் பண்ணி எவ்வளவு கொண்டு வந்தோம் மொத்தம் +12 இங்க இருக்கு. இங்க எவ்வளவு இருக்கு? -6 இருக்கு electrons. இங்க எவ்வளவு இருக்கு? ஏற்கனவே 6. இப்ப பாரு +2 -6 will becomes +6. Product side எவ்வளவு இருக்கு? +6. இப்ப now both are balanced. கரெக்ட்டா? ஏனா இங்க 12 இருக்கு, இங்க 6 இருக்கு. இப்ப இந்த 12 சார்ஜ் நான் குறைக்கணும். உடனே நான் என்ன பண்ணிருக்கேன்? +6 electrons ஆட் பண்ணிருக்கேன். அப்ப இது ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா -6 ஆயிடும். This becomes -6. அப்ப 12 -6 will becomes +6. இங்க ஏற்கனவே +6. So charge on the reactant side and the product side tends to be same. அவ்வளவுதான். இங்க நான் கால்குலேட் பண்ணேன். இப்ப charges are tends to be same. So 6 balancing in terms of electrons. So balancing in terms of electrons I have done now. Correct? Now next step. What we have to do is we'll go to the next step. The next step again is lengthy step we have to do now. What is the next step? Step number 7. Step number 6 we have done. Now step number 7. Step number 7. So what we have to do in step number 7 actually, the number of electrons lost should be equal to the number of electrons gained. Another concept. Again, we write the oxidation reaction. What is the oxidation reaction? The oxidation reaction will be 2Cl minus gives Cl2 plus 2 electrons. Then reduction reaction will write. What is the reduction reaction? That is the reduction reaction is Cr2O7 2 minus. Isn't it? Cr2O7 2 minus plus 14H plus how many electrons? 6 electrons. 6 electrons giving rise to the formation of 2Cr3 plus how many molecules of water they have to write? 7 molecules of water in the reaction. If I have charge on the electron, 6 electron. Inge electron 2 electrons. So throughout I multiply it by 3. Here it is 1 time. Same. So what will happen? Here it becomes 3 2s are 6 area. So 6 Cl minus. Here it becomes 3Cl2. Correct? Plus 6 electrons. Now balanced. So either one already multiplied now, same thing. Now next step what we have to do is we have to substitute. Connect the reaction now. This is first reaction and this is second reaction. Add in both reaction 1 and 2. Now what will happen? Add that is Cr2O7 2 minus plus 14H plus 6 electrons gives 2 2Cr 3 plus 7H2O plus what we have 2Cl minus gives Cl2 plus 6 elements. Now add. Now we have to add, isn't it? So when you add, what will happen? Actually, on adding, this 6 electrons and this 6 electrons will be cancelled on the reactant side, product side. So remaining what we have is Cr2O7 2 minus plus 14H plus 2Cl minus gives 2Cr 3 plus Cl2 plus water. This becomes the overall equation. This becomes what? The overall equations. Okay. Now charges not only correctly calculate pannina, you can find out. That is oh here see here 3 into 2 6Cl minus in the equation so 6Cl minus plus 3Cl2 இங்க மட்டும் கரெக்ட்டா போடுறேன் 6 electron cancel அப்ப இங்க என்ன ஆகும் 2Cl minus வராது 6Cl minus வரும் அதே மாதிரி here it will be 3Cl2 அப்ப உங்களுக்கு ஈக்குவேஷன் கரெக்ட்டா வரும் கரெக்ட்டா so Cr2O7 plus 7 molecules of water. Here 7 molecules of water is there? No, that's 7. So 7 molecules of water we have to add. So per balance panna 6Cl minus plus 14H plus Cr2O7 2 minus gives 3Cl2 plus 2Cr3 plus 7 molecules of water. So the overall reaction is now balanced. If charges மட்டும் நம்ம calculate பண்ணா என்ன ஆகும் பாருங்க chromium வந்து charges will be -2 correct ah so charges will be -2 now here it becomes 14 plus 14 and here it becomes -6 it should come plus 6 are nearly identical charge is negative and here it is 2 3s are 6 here it is plus 6 the charge மட்டும் நம்ம substitute பண்ணுவோம் substitute பண்ணி correct ah வருதா பாருங்க what will be the charge now -2 and -6 will becomes -8 plus 14 -8 and plus 14 will becomes what is equal to plus 6 so inge plus 6 reactant side product side also plus 6 so now both are balanced reactant side and the product side are balanced. That's all. This is how we have to balance in terms of this how we have to balance in terms of half reaction method. In terms of half reaction method. So the half reaction method again we will revise. Half reaction method the first step they have to find out the oxidation number. Oxidation number கண்டுபிடிச்ச பிறகு then we have to write what oxidation and reduction of couples. தனித்தனியா oxidation reduction என்பது தனித்தனியா எழுதணும். எழுதின பிறகு we have to balance the oxidation and reactions excluding or considering hydrogen and oxygen. Oxygen and hydrogen withdraw பண்ணி remaining ல நம்ம என்ன பண்ணனும் balance பண்ணனும். chlorine balance ஆகுது chromium balance ஆகுது that has been balanced here. Next step என்ன பண்ணனும் balancing in terms of oxygen. Oxygen நம்ம balance பண்ணி முடிஞ்சோனே we have to balance in terms of hydrogen. Hydrogen balance பண்றோம் oxygen balance பண்றோம். Next என்ன செய்றேன் balancing in terms of charge, balancing in terms of hydrogen. So charge and hydrogen ல balance பண்றேன். அப்படி balance பண்ணனா I am getting a full fledged equation. இந்த equation நான் என்ன செய்யணும் reactant and product எடுத்து வச்சு number of electrons lost number of electrons gained என்ன பண்ணனும் equate பண்ணனும். அது equate பண்றதுக்கு the oxidation reaction into 3 reduction reaction into 1 times based on the charge. So I will be getting change in oxidation reaction, reduction reaction remains as such. So adding both the reactions common is 6 electron that has to be cancelled and remaining we have to sum it up, we will be getting the full fledged equation. To check whether this equation is correct or what, we have to go ahead with the charges. Here it is -2, here it is plus 14, here it becomes -6. So overall here we will be getting plus 6. So when we substitute, you will be getting plus 6, here also it should be plus 6. So when both the sides are plus 6 and plus 6, the overall reaction will be balanced. Okay, so that's all in this lesson as far as your syllabus is concerned, and see to that you are doing well and taking down everything in your notebook. So oxidation method le balancing the equation we studied. Second reaction is in terms of half reactions, adha eppadi balance pannom so far we have studied. So take down everything in your classroom notebook. So we'll meet in the next chapter. I hope your sir will be continuing. I will see to that to which chapter I can come. To that chapter I will be coming in the future. Okay, so thank you very much.